Good afternoon. Welcome to the press center of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Here is the weekly update of the situation in the operations area of the Joint Forces from 17th to 23rd February 2020. The situation has dramatically escalated during the last week, especially on Luhansk direction. The Russian occupation troops have increased the number of ceasefire violations almost twofold. Russian occupation troops shelled the JFO positions with 152 and 122 mm artillery systems, 120 and 82 mm mortars, as well as tanks, which should be withdrawn from the front line according to the Minsk agreements. The enemy also used UAVs, anti-tank missiles, grenade launchers, small arms, and other infantry weapons. Over the past week, from 17th to 23rd February, Ukrainian defenders' position fell under provocative fire by the Russian occupation troops for 89 times. Every day the enemy used forbidden heavy armament. The situation was especially tense on Luhansk direction. On February 18th, in a flagrant violation of the Minsk agreements, the enemy fired 67 152 mm and 63 122 mm artillery shells, 165 120 mm mines and 90 82 mm mines, as well as 56 tank shells against Ukrainian positions near Krimske, Novotoshtivske, Hutir Vilny, Orikhove, Popasna, and Zolote 4 settlements. Apart from that, the enemy tried to attack our position near Orikhovo settlement. As a result of the battle, Ukrainian forces suppressed the enemy's fire and stamped the reconnaissance group of the Russian occupation troops. There were no loss of Ukrainian position. According to the intelligence data, as a result of the battle, 4 enemies were killed in action and 6 were wounded in action. On February 21st, a reconnaissance group of the Russian occupation troops tried to break through the JFO positions near Novotoshkivske settlement. The enemy's group was detected and thrown back. As a result of the battle, 1 Russian mercenary was killed in action. Over the course of February 23rd, the enemy fired 30 122 mm artillery shells and nearly 90 120 and 82 mm mines against positions of Ukrainian defenders near Zolote 4, Luhanske, Hutir Vilny, Popasna, Novozvanivka, Orikhove, Krimske, Novoalexandrivka, as well as Kindrashivka Nova settlements. Joint forces opened adequate fire in response to suppress enemy activity. Our brave warriors are in a full operational capability and continue to defend Ukraine against Russian armed aggression. Over the past week, 1 serviceman from the Joint Forces was killed in action and 9 Ukrainian defenders were wounded in action. Ministry of Defense of Ukraine expresses sincerest condolences to family and loved ones of the deceased defender. And now to the information from the Defense Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Command of the Russian occupation troops is enhancing preparation activities of units of 1st and 2nd Army Corps for further intensification of combat actions. The number of exercises regarding readiness of artillery units and fire support has significantly increased. The enemy also develops new firing positions for self-propelled artillery and tanks, as well as new artillery ammunition storages close to the front line. Moreover, training for artillery and artillery adjustment crews were also held. At the same time, taking into account the lack of personnel within the occupation troops, it is foreseen that new so-called Cossacks units will be deployed from the territory of the Russian Federation. It is also planned to establish additional mobilization reserve on the basis of these units. Apart from that, a new rotation of commanding staff of the units of 1st and 2nd Army Corps of the Russian occupation troops is supposed to take place. Special attention is being paid to manning of artillery and mortar units in order to enhance readiness of artillery. This is all information for now. Thank you for your attention. Glory to Ukraine.